Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, but there aren't many people. It's not exactly how we pictured things when we were growing up, is it? But then, it's not how South Church used to picture itself either. The thing is, times change. And people change. About 8 years ago, South had an epiphany, and we realized that
when God wants things to work out, they do, even if other things get in the way.
And if God doesn't want things to work out, they won't.
No matter how hard we try to make them.
We tried hard for 3 years to make the church more attractive. We painted. We changed worship and music. We prettied things up. Then one of us said,
Jesus would not stand on a street corner and say, I have a message for you that'll rock your world. This is going to change everything. And I'll tell you about it this Sunday at 10 o'clock at our church down the street.
And we knew that we needed to do what Jesus tells us to do in Matthew 28, verse 19.
Go out and say, everyone you meet in my way of life.
We couldn't make the church more attractive because, well, we weren't meant to attract people anymore. The attractional model isn't what God wanted of us, because if it had been, it would have been working. Jesus' commandment was to go out. That's missional. Missional is a mindset. You don't have to sell your building to be missional.
You don't have to sell your building to be missional.
You just have to recognize that everything you do outside the building is church too. We have to learn to look through missional eyes and think differently. In place of having a centralized location with outposts through outreach ministries, we have parts of our church all over the city.
In 8 different neighborhoods.
We call those ministries our acts of faith.
We think of the structure like a franchise.
Franchise.
Where South monitors the message of Jesus' love.
Each act of faith.
Each act of faith.
Each act of faith.
Each act of faith
has its own individual identity as well as being part of the Acts of Faith community.
But together.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Together.
We are all
South Church.
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 South Presbyterian Church and the Acts of Faith community.